Welcome, 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 welcome to So You Think You Can Homeschool. Woo, woo. I gotta do the sirens. My name is Aja McNair. I am so excited to be bringing you So You Think You Can Homeschool. This journey is for parents who, I'm supposed to say parents and teachers alike, but no, it's mainly for parents who are either interested in the idea of homeschooling their children or have already gotten started in their homeschool journey. And so this 21-day series is to help you get everything you need to at least get started with homeschooling or give you the confidence to be empowered as a home educator. You indeed are a home educator. And so today is day 5 of this amazing series. So you think you can homeschool. And if you are just seeing this come across your channel or your YouTube screen, know you are right where God needs you to be. Okay. You can always go back, rewatch the rest of the replays, catch up a little bit. But no, hey, you haven't missed too much, for I trust in the Lord, and He has brought you right on time. Somebody just comment in the replay or comment in the chat box right on time. You are right on time. If you are new here, my name is Aja McNair. I'm an educational consultant. I have been a kindergarten through 5th grade curriculum specialist, meaning I was the administrator over all things teaching and learning. I have over 10 plus years in early childhood education, dealing in Title I schools. That's dealing primarily with schools that are that receive free and reduced lunch. And so typically you have a lot of struggling readers in those kind of environments. I have over 15 plus years in education. I have been child. I have been in education for over 15 years. I have my reading endorsement. I can keep going on, but just know that I'm qualified. Okay. All of that to say, I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. My mission here at Everything Aja is to empower Christian women just like yourself, confidently nurture the next generation, both academically and spiritually, all while walking in God's will and maintaining a balanced, personalized life. And so I want to welcome you to So You Think You Can Homeschool. This is a 21-day journey. We actually have a free workbook that goes along with this 21-day series titled So You Think You Can Homeschool. You can simply download your free workbook. It is free, completely free, at everythingaja.com/homeschool. In order to get it, it does have a section where you would go to day 5 and begin to type in your notes. It is editable. It also gives you information about homeschooling, the challenges, the benefits, what does it mean, what are the different formats, all the information you need about homeschooling is found in the workbook. And so today on day 5, we're talking about the myth of having expensive homeschool materials. And so I want you to think about what are some of the things that you've heard in regards to homeschooling. Is it expensive? Like, there's a lot of myths out there that address homeschooling as this very expensive thing. And so what I'm going to be doing is addressing that myth, kind of debunking that myth, so that myth is not holding you back from getting started. And so with that, teaching doesn't have to break the bank. It does not have to break the bank. And so I want you to be realistic of what you have. Okay. What are your funds? What kind of funding do you have? And I don't want you to break the bank. I want you to find a teaching routine and teaching resources and materials that can fit what you have, and then begin to blossom outside of that. Okay. Because we want you to get started. My job is to make sure that you have what you need, the confidence, the resources in order for you to begin to get started. So now there are plenty of affordable and free resources that can help you effectively teach or even just begin this journey, right? To just begin this amazing journey. And so I want us to just talk about discovering budget-friendly tools. So if you want a budget, just do me like a little hand emoji, right? Hey. And it's okay. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. There's lots of us that are on a budget. I'm on a budget. Okay. Like, we have a budget. Now, what your budget is does differ. And so there are plenty of budget-free resources and tools out there. And so the first thing I want you to think about are apps, right? Free phonics apps. Especially when it comes to teaching reading, you want to access interactive lessons and games that are on these different apps. Some of my favorite ones are I could just show y'all. And no, they're not even sponsoring this. This is literally what I use. Okay, so oh goodness. All right, so then there's this one. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's this app called Dual ABC, Duolingo. They also have they have Duolingo. One teaches you like Spanish, one teaches you reading. And let me show you. So the Dual ABC app, when you go to it, you click it.
Fofo, why are you blocking the door?
So this is my daughter's.
Get questions right to make Fofo pancakes. If Fofo eats enough, he'll let us through the door.
Try not to get the little copyright thing with that. All right, so come on. All right, there we go.
The word am.
So with this, she's having to identify, right? What word it says and. And to repeat it, you just click it again.
Tap the word am.
And then she goes
And tap the word am. Am. What do you need to make the word nut?
All right, beginning sounds.
Nut.
All right, you get it? So the great thing is that, and then now it's breaking it. Now it was putting it in a sentence. I am off the sled, and they have to identify the word in a sentence. All right, so that is Dual ABC, and that is completely free. The another free app that I absolutely love is Khan Academy Kids. They done changed their logo because it's Christmas. Khan Academy Kids is another free one. And it starts you off where I think you have to do like an assessment first. But then it has like a little learning path with it. And no, this is not a sponsored video. These are literally what I use with my baby. Okay. All right, so she's at a place where they're about to read, and since I don't want to get like copyright strikes or nothing, but they read to your child. They have like opposites. I mean, everything is on that. That's like those are like my two favorite free apps. I also have other videos here on my YouTube channel that I go over free apps. If you are a preschool mom, I actually have an entire video to free preschool apps that teach you letter recognition and numbers and letter identifications. So definitely check out that video. But yeah, see, there's free apps that you can use. Now I also have a few paid apps, right, that don't break the budget. I have ABC Mouse, and I also have we just got a new one that she absolutely loves. Hold on. I want to say it's Lingo Kids. Yeah, Lingo Kids. And so with Lingo Kids, there is a little bit of a fee, but it doesn't break the bank. Okay. So note that like some of these apps, and like I like Lingo Kids because it gives you multiple things. So they have Blimpy on here, but then it has math, art, life skills. So it goes beyond just reading. And I'll actually include that down below in the description. So you want to look for either free or fairly decent paid apps. Okay. So like all my apps are either, they're budget friendly, and my daughter loves them. And then we also have free apps. And so begin to think like, okay, it's not that homeschooling is expensive, but what can I afford on my particular budget? Another thing you want to do is think about worksheets. Find free worksheets. One of my favorite sites to give free worksheets is k5learning.com. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just trying to give you some resources. But I love k5learning.com. They have tons of resources. Tons. And then readworks.com is also free. Don't say I never gave you a Christmas present, okay? Or cost options, right? And then library resources, you just need a low library card to go get books, DVDs, educational kits. There's so much you can get at the library. All right. And that's also free. Another place to go online to get additional printables and resources and games is Teacher Pay Teachers. And so I actually have my own Teachers Pay Teachers account. I actually have my own online store. And so if you go on Teachers Pay Teachers, you want to go to everything.aja. What is Teachers Pay Teachers? Teachers Pay Teachers is just like a whirlwind of resources, some free, some paid, but definitely affordable resources, games, everything you need to teach your child is on there, and it's made by other teachers just like myself, and billions of other teachers out there have already made resources for you. And so you can do these type of things on a budget, right? Teachers Pay Teachers also does sales. Right. Just last week, there was a sale that the entire platform did. So every person that is on there did at least 25% off. And so even if you're on a budget, you can easily find these deals and these sales on Teachers Pay Teachers. All right. I just feel like I'm just giving y'all resources today, but I am. I'm just pretty much giving you resources so that you can get started. Teaching doesn't have to be expensive. And you can also be creative. Anybody that's like super creative, you can do like DIY flashcards. So I know I always talk about flashcards, the importance of them. I have tons, love them. But with flashcards, let's say you maybe not have the funds to either print them out, or you don't just have the funds. Okay, you can do your own. Use index cards and write on them if you can't afford to go get some. You can also do homemade games. You can create your own games, create your own scavenger hunts with household items. I know I actually have a video where I do like a ton of ways that you can take flashcards and make them into scavenger hunts. Guess what? All you got to do is get the cards. Now you got like 20 million lessons. In my curriculum, Reading by Design, I actually have, I want to say it's like 10 ways to do a scavenger hunt just on letter recognition. So like these resources, you can recycle them, repurpose them, etc. You don't need expensive tools to give your child a quality education. Okay, so I don't want you to think like, oh, well, my homeschooling journey doesn't look like Sally's on Instagram. Like you don't need this really expensive, lavish lifestyle in order for your child to have a quality education. It's all about what you are pouring into them. Another thing you can do are find resource curriculums that have everything done for you that are affordable. And so I know I just shared my Reading by Design. This is for my preschool and toddler age parents who want everything done for you. Hello, my curriculum, Reading by Design, has everything you need to teach letter and sound recognition. It has all of the letters, it has all of the activities, it has all the lessons, it has all the printables. It even comes with a kit that is mailed to you. I mean, everything you need is done for you. And it is very, very, very affordable. And so you can find resources like this that will help knock out all of the stress for you. Like all of the stress is already, everything is done for you, and you won't have to break the bank. And this way, anybody likes to work smarter, not harder, this will be for you. Right? Like, let me find a resource that's already done for me that I don't have to think about. Okay. And Reading by Design would definitely be for you if you have a child that's like 2 to 4. Okay. And you guys know each day I like to give you a mission. And so what I want you to do is find at least one budget-friendly resource today that you can immediately use. Okay. One, I gave you a few apps. I gave you some sites that I like to go to. You have my sites to check out. And I want you to find one that you're committed to. Come back to this video. Let me know down below in the chat box which one you are dedicating to use immediately. And note that teaching doesn't have to be this like lavish, expensive thing. And then I want to invite you to my up and coming workshop, The 3 Secrets to Teaching Reading with Ease. we're going to kick this workshop off at the beginning of the year. You can sign up at www.everythingaja.com/teach-reading. In that workshop, I'm going to go even deeper into how you can streamline your reading instructions in order to teach all 5 pillars of reading. And so I look forward to seeing you guys at that workshop. Thanks for tuning in for today, day 5. We're addressing how you don't need these expensive, lavish homeschooling, everything that Instagram and TikTok brainwashes you with, right? And so those things oftentimes stop us from getting started. And so I pray that today I've just been able to soften the load and lighten your mind that you don't need all of that you can get started where your budget is right now. I look forward to seeing you same place, same time tomorrow as we talk about why consistency actually beats perfection. See you same place, same time tomorrow.